Good morning, friends. Welcome to our final chapter of Galaxy Zack. That's right, we have read all the chapters of this book at this point, and we're going to wrap it up today, finish everything up, and bring the whole story to a close. So you might have already noticed that behind me I have a poster up that I created about the theme of the story. Now that we're at the end of the story and all the things that were going to happen have happened, we can take a deeper look and try to figure out what the big message of the story is. So theme means the lesson of the story. So what is the whole idea that the author wanted us to learn? To do that, we have to have all the pieces of the story put together. And so I kind of made a little bit of information on here to differentiate the different parts of the story that came together to build the whole thing. So we have the characters, Zack, family, Drake, teachers, classmates, and the robots. And so all of those characters helped to give parts of the story a little color, a little excitement, helped us to build understanding of the story. The setting is super important when we think about the theme of this. Zack moved from Earth to Nebulon. And so that move, because his dad had got a new job, didn't seem very exciting to him, but he had to do it. He had to move. And I'm sure that some of you have been in that place too, where you've had to move because your parents have said, even though you're really happy where you were. That's just life sometimes. We have to do things that we don't always love. The problem, Zack is nervous about adjusting to life on Nebulon. And the solution is he makes friends and adjusts to life and ends up liking Nebulon. So the last time we checked in with him, he was riding bikes with his new friend, Drake. And he was learning all about Nebulon from Drake and liked the bike. And let me just make sure and take a peeksy pie. Oh yeah, because they had that slanted riding on here to show that they were going really fast. And they took turns on the bikes to make sure that nobody felt super left behind and all that good stuff. And so the next chapter, chapter 9, which is the last chapter, like I said. But you want to know something? There are a whole bunch more Galaxy Zack books. So if you like this book, there are at least 3 more of these chapter books available. And the nice thing about this book, for second graders especially, is when you look at it, it's kind of one of those books that steps in between picture books and chapter books. And so if you don't feel super comfortable jumping into complete chapter books with no pictures yet, this one is a great series to step into because it's got a little bit of both chapters and pictures. All right, so chapter 9, surprise. So as you can see, there's Zack, there's Drake, there's his dad, and there's something in that box that is a surprise for Zack and the family. Did you notice the doorways are all wobbly? I wonder how they make doors for that. That's so funky. All right, chapter 9, surprise. Dad arrived home as Zack pulled up in front of the house. Dad reached into the back of the car and took out a big box with a bright green bow. "Have I got a surprise for you, buddy?" Dad said. "Hi, Dad. This is my friend Drake." Look at the way Drake is looking at that box. He's like, what is that? "Hello, Drake. I think you will like this too. Maybe Dad got me a Nebulon bike," thought Zack. But then Zack heard barking from inside the box. He quickly pulled the lid off. Out jumped Zack's dog, Luna. "Luna!" Zack shouted. "I didn't think I'd see you so soon." Dad smiled. "I knew how much you'd missed her, so I put Luna on the next cruiser to Nebulon." "Thanks, Dad," said Zack. Luna jumped on Zack and licked his face. Then she jumped on Drake. She almost knocked him over. Gosh, if Freddie was away from me and I finally got to see her, I would be so happy. She's my girl. "What is that?" Drake cried, backing away. "Don't be scared," Zack said. "It's just my dog, Luna. She's very friendly. Do you have a dog?" "I have never seen a real dog before," Drake explained. "Don't they have any dogs on Nebulon?" asked Zack. "No," said Drake. "I think I saw a picture in a book once, though." "Well, here's something else they don't have on Nebulon," Dad said. He reached into the big box and pulled out 2 candy bars. "Chocolate, nutty, crunchy, gooey bars," Zack said. "My favorite." I wonder what kind of pets they do have on Nebulon. They don't have dogs. I'm sure they have something else. Dad handed one candy bar to Zack and one to Drake. Both boys started munching on the treat. Yumzers, Drake cried. Zack laughed. That's what we say on Nebulon when something tastes really, really, really good, explained Drake. Yumzers, Zack repeated. At that moment, Mom, Charlotte, and Kathy joined the others outside. It's official, Mom announced. I've decided to open a boutique. I'm going to sell Earth clothing to the women of Nebulon. Great idea, honey, Dad said. So a boutique is a specialty shop. And so she's going to specialize in selling Earthling clothing to women. Yay! Charlotte and Kathy both cheered. Then Zack's hyperphone began to buzz. He pulled it from his pocket. Hi, Bert, Zack said. When the video chat connected, Bert's face popped up on the small screen. Thanks for watching Luna. She just got here. Cool, Bert said. I wanted to make sure she got there okay. How's life back on Earth? Zack asked. So if you remember, Bert is Zack's best friend on Earth. Pretty good, Bert replied. The Explorers Club went on a field trip to Calypso. It was fun. That's so cool. I hope my new school has an Explorers Club too, Zack said. Now here's the big question. Do you like living on Nebulon? Bert asked. Zack looked at his family. Then he looked at Drake and smiled. I miss Earth, he said to Bert, but I think I'm going to like living on Nebulon. So, the solution, he likes Nebulon. So, I put rainbow paper on here so that all the colors, all the things were connected. So, the theme on here, it's kind of reflective of our time that we're living in right now. We have been thrown a curveball with COVID-19, the coronavirus. We've been asked to live at home and not leave. We've been told we can't go to school, we can't hang out with our friends, we can only hang out with the bubble that is our family. But guess what? Everything's going okay. We're living at home, we're learning still, we're spending time with our family. So like Zack, our life has changed because no matter what problems or differences life throws at you, you can adjust and thrive. Thrive means that you can do better than just survive. Thrive means that you're going to live a really good life while it happens. And I know that a lot of you are at home living great lives right now. So I liked thinking about this because our world is a little topsy-turvy. Our world's a little nutty right now. We are living through a time that will go into history, that you'll remember this forever. You might only be 7 or 8 or 9 years old right now, but you will remember this until you are a grandma or grandpa. And guess what? We'll come through it, and we will thrive, and we will adjust, just like what Zack has done. When you're reading your stories at home, I want you to be thinking about what is the theme of the story? What's the big lesson that the author is trying to teach you through telling this story? For Zack, it was that we can survive and that we might even end up liking the situation that we're in. There are parts of teaching from home that I really like. There are other parts that I don't like as much, but I'm also really happy while this is happening. I mean, I'm sad for people being sick and having those problems, but for what's happening in my house, it's working out pretty good for me. So no matter what problems or differences life has thrown at me, I'm doing okay. All right, friends, thank you for tuning in to all 9 chapters of Galaxy Zack. I've enjoyed this story so much more than I even expected. So thank you for coming along on this journey to Nebulon with me, and I will see you soon. As always, love you. Bye, guys.